Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Coaxium Cantina. I'm Benjamin,
And I'm Aidan.
and today we are going to be talking about Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, and just our general thoughts on it. We've covered The Mandalorian, we've covered The Mandalorian to death, we've covered all the other shows. We haven't really spoken about Lego Star Wars yet, so that is what we are here to rectify. So obviously the reveal trailer came out all the way back in June 2019. Damn.
That is a long time ago.
And the gameplay trailer, which wasn't really a gameplay trailer, came out in August 2020, and since then we have only heard that it comes out in spring 2021, which is March, April, or May. We are now in March, so yeah, we are yet to have a proper release date. Aiden, off you go.
Well, I for one, as I'm sure you are as well, annoyed that we're still in the dark about when it's coming out.
Yeah.
I agree that the supposed gameplay trailer wasn't exactly the best for showing off gameplay.
I mean, there was a brief montage at the end.
Yeah, there was a montage.
Like, a bit of the level design, but not really gameplay. It was more just.
It was more cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've definitely been looking forward to this for a while, and I think what I would like to see is something like a tease of the character selection screen, something like that, because in Lego games that's usually a big thing when you see the big character grid. I would love to see a in-depth look at the outer space free roam, because that's rumored to be a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else? I'd be curious to see if they're still going through or not going through with the whole custom character thing, because they said they might not be doing
Well,
that.
there was a rumor that wasn't in the game because they either finished one thing or the other, and the other was the character customization. And I mean, it was a rumor, but it's unlikely. The rumor said that it was unlikely that we're going to get a customization feature.
Right.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I see, if it's between this or something else, I see what they're going for. Like, a character customizer isn't exactly a priority.
The most important thing.
But at the same time, it's a classic Lego game feature, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally been there since Complete Saga.
The Complete Saga, and we'll get on to the Complete Saga. I guarantee later in this video, but for now, I just want to talk about how poorly advertised this game has been.
Yeah,
if it comes out,
we got like the teasers like ages ago before it was even properly announced, and now we've just got F all.
If it comes out in the next 2 months, which spring 2020 leads us to say it has, and I think there was confirmation from someone, like official but unofficial confirmation by, I think it was the actual Lego account on Twitter, that said the Skywalker Saga is still on track. How much they know and how much they are allowed to say is up for debate, but they did say that it was still on track for happening in spring 2021. So if it's coming out in the next 2 months, where has it been? We've heard nothing since August.
I feel like everything's following the same kind of layout now, like because of lockdown and everything. Stuff like films, something like Mortal Kombat, for example, that literally just got its trailer and it's coming out next month.
Yeah,
So I feel like they're all having these quick kind of layouts where we might be getting something, I don't know, this month, and then before we know it, they're just gonna be like, right, it's in stores next month, and you're like, Christ,
oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
yeah,
Like Star Wars Squadrons. That happened with Star Wars
exactly,
Squadrons. It was like a
yeah,
month or so, and it was like, all right, okay, that's out.
yeah,
At the same time, though, last last May, I think it was last May, the Instagram account for Lego Star Wars was posting character images.
mm,
Well, that's still some form of marketing, some form of something telling us things about the game. And
yeah,
I just there's been nothing. Like even images like once every 2 months or something. But there's been
yeah,
nothing to go off, to be fair. And I mean, we're excited for it because it's a Lego game and both of us play Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
yeah.
But for those that didn't, A, what are you doing? How your childhood wasn't a childhood. B, the hype for it is coming from the Complete Saga.
Yeah,
Like, it's not even coming from the actual game. It's coming from a previous game, which is not good.
yeah. A previous game that came out, Jesus, what did you say? Was it 2006?
I think it was 2007 that it came out.
Like
Or
that
2008, can't remember.
That's old. That is
Have a
long
look.
ago for us. And I think it's riding the back
2007.
of nostalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like it's relying on that too much.
and
And
that's the problem though, because if they're riding the nostalgia too much, everyone's expecting this game to be complete saga and more.
yeah,
And if they do not provide that, if it's another Force Awakens just rehashed a tiny bit,
yeah,
if it's not how it lives up to be, then this is going to be a flop.
I think it's like, I mean, the best thing I can compare it to right now is WandaVision, right? WandaVision happens once every week, and like that's a long time for a television show, right? An episode every week. And I mean, a year, like 2 years, coming on 2 years is a lot for a game. And people speculate so much. Like, there's been speculation for WandaVision, there's been speculation for Lego Star Wars, there's been speculation for everything. And that gets people's hopes up. So then when their speculation doesn't happen, that they have their hopes up so high that when exactly what they want doesn't come true, the game's a bit like, or the episode's a bit like, nah, didn't really like that.
Yeah.
Because people have got their hopes up so high. You know, we've had, actually it's not, 2019, a year and 6 months, I think, if I've done that maths right. Probably not. We'll say a year and a half, about, to speculate of how good this game's going to be. And, you know, they delayed it, mostly because of what's going on in the world. But also, because they delayed it, we're thinking, okay, hold on a minute. This means that this is going to be, because they've had the extra time, this should be a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Right? This should be the greatest Lego game of all time. This should be
meeting people's
you know,
expectations.
they were obviously working on it long before they revealed it in 2019.
Yeah.
And now they've had another year and a bit. This should be insane, right?
Yeah.
So if it's not as good as people are thinking, because they've left it for so long and people have got their hopes up so high, it will just fall more than it would have if it was just a bad game, right?
Mm.
So if it's an average game, then it would be worse because people have got their hopes up so high.
Yeah, and they've waited for it for so long.
Yeah. I mean, like, but to be fair, I'm so hyped for it. I've literally just pre-ordered it, and I don't even know when the release date is. And yeah, I mean, I nearly pre-ordered it when I saw the first trailer back in 2019, but that wasn't available then. So I'm hyped for it because, and I've just been replaying the complete saga as well.
What did you pre-order it on?
What do you mean?
As in for what console?
Oh, PS4.
Yeah. Thought so.
It's because me and Aidan were having a debate about whether to get it on PS4 or PS5, because neither of us have got a PS5. But I don't think I'm gonna get a PS5 in time.
Yeah.
But I got it on PS4. But
all right.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the situation at hand?
I think we're in a fortunate position because, well, to put it simply, we are diehard fans and we will essentially love anything that is related.
Yeah.
So I feel like regardless of delays or anything, we will constantly be every now and then just going, oh, I can't wait for this, or oh, it shouldn't be long now, or anything like that. And I'm still like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
And if it is in the next coming months and we don't know about it, that's going to be a brilliant surprise.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it doesn't make itself known soon, then it might become one of those things I push the back of my mind, completely forget about.
It's like Black Widow.
Exactly.
Black Widow has been so horribly marketed, somewhat because of Marvel and somewhat because of the unfortunate situation. But like the James Bond film, there's still, with No Time to Die, there's still posters coming out every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, oh, by the way, we're still here, we're still coming out. So it has, like, No Time to Die hasn't exactly gone down in excitement because
there's a constant reminder.
There's still something there for it. There's still the marketing there for it. Black Widow has been marketed so poorly that everybody's forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, I don't want to say nobody cares anymore, but like Black Widow was supposed to be this massive thing after the Endgame, and now it's just like
no one's as hyped as they were.
Yeah, Endgame's now, the Endgame hype is now gone, so it's kind of like, but that's not part of we're Star Wars, not MCU. But it's that kind of thing where it's like that Lego Star Wars reveal is coming back. Hype is now kind of gone for some people. And that's partly because of the company and partly because of the, again, unfortunate situation that people have found themselves in. But it's not like, I mean, game studios can work from home pretty easily, I would say.
Well, not necessarily easily.
Well, no, obviously not easily, but easier than most professions.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand game development more than I do.
That is the truth.
But I would imagine that it can't be too difficult to.
it is and it isn't. There's obviously when you have the proper setup and everything, then obviously everything's made a lot easier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And with regards to working from home, everyone's using their own setup, and sometimes that's just not the right kind of thing they need to do a specific role. So yeah, it is difficult, and it is probably a lot easier working in there. But as you say, it's not impossible.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it would be easier to be in the office working on a game where they're all collaborating at once, but it's not like a film where you actually have to film it.
Yeah.
You actually have to produce it and film it along with a group of people and the director. Like, it's obviously still difficult, but like there should still be some progress. And I can understand why they've delayed it, but I feel like it's maybe delayed a bit too long. But at the same time, I'd rather they delayed it. I know I'm contradicting myself there, but I'd rather they delayed it so that the game was good on release than released it unfinished. But at the same time, I feel like they've delayed it too long.
Yeah. No, it's about time we get something.
Yeah. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was an example of a game that was released way too early. And honestly, if anybody wants to count the amount of consecutive episodes we've related back to Star Wars Battlefront 2, Christ almighty. But that was released way too early, and it did not go well. So let's have moving on from that, DLCs. What do you think the DLC is going to be? Because I think it was confirmed to have 6. And I believe there was a leak of the DLCs, but I can't remember what they were. So,
well, when you say DLC, are we talking character packs?
I believe they are character packs and not level packs. But I might be wrong again. There was a leak, and I can't remember what the leak was, so I'm going off my memory here. It's probably very bad. My memory is probably very bad.
Clone Wars, Mandalorian, Rogue One, Solo. I want to say Bad Batch, but that's very new, and I don't see what they do there.
The Bad Batch characters.
Well, yeah, but Christ, yeah, I'm just.
That was one of them.
Seeing Wrecker as a big fig would be pretty fun.
That would be pretty fun. One of them was the classic character pack, and I believe that is the one that might have the ghosts in, the Force ghosts in.
The nostalgic bliss of the ghosts. The main goal you work towards in the complete saga. The
Force ghosts. If you never played the complete saga, you don't understand the... How do you say it? The emotional strain of getting the Force ghosts. The amount of time you spent unlocking all 3 of the Force ghosts to then just have unlimited power.
Yeah. Because they couldn't take any damage. That was the fun thing.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you jumped off the edge. I tested it out the most on Mustafar. But you were literally invincible. You were just running around like, I am a god.
Yeah. I feel like they got to do the Force Ghosts. Whether it's in a DLC or in the actual game. I hope it's in the actual game.
Yeah.
But they've got to do the Force Ghosts. And I don't really know
so disappointed
what else would be in the classic character pack. Because everything in the classic character pack should be in the game.
Yeah, perhaps maybe just miscellaneous characters. But see, even then, LEGO usually covers that quite well.
Yeah, but like it's got... I can't remember the number now. I think it was 300 plus characters. Like, that's playable characters, I think. I think it was 300. which is massive. So, I don't know what they would do for the classic character pack, really. Anyway, the Clone Wars, I think, was not there on the leak. But it is a leak, of course. So you got to keep that in mind. But, I think if they don't do the Clone Wars, honestly, what are they doing?
No, the Clone Wars is by far the biggest opportunity. If they don't have it in the base game, they need to have it as a DLC.
Oh, yeah. If they don't have it in the base game, or they don't have it as their planned DLC, I think they will get into so much, like, people will ask for it so much that they'll have to release it. I know LEGO don't normally release it. I know LEGO don't normally release things, like, based off community reaction. Yeah. That's not what LEGO games do, but I feel like there would be so much that they would have to.
Yeah, it's like you said, they've had this amount of time as well, so if they didn't have it, that would be a letdown.
Yeah.
And to be fair, these DLC packs or these character packs have been leaked, but we don't even know if they might. Now, this is very minimalistic possibility-wise, but we don't even know if they might even plan to do more.
Yeah,
because LEGO character packs have been known to do that every now and then.
Yeah.
Some just randomly come out.
I mean, I would imagine the 6th would be the Clone Wars. Then Star Wars Rebels. I would imagine Star Wars Rebels would be there. Star Wars Resistance. Maybe not. But maybe. The only reason maybe, because LEGO is a children's game after all, and Resistance is very children's TV show-esque. So, possibly Resistance. I think The Mandalorian's definitely got to be there.
Oh yeah, no, it's too popular.
They might even do Mandalorian Season 1 and then Mandalorian Season 2, but I'm not sure how many characters they would have for each one, or whether they would just combine it.
Yeah.
So that's 4/5. And then I would guess The Bad Batch would have to come out, because that's what they do. Like with Marvel Superheroes 2, they brought out Black Panther DLC when Black Panther came out. Yeah. So I think for The Bad Batch, it would have to come out with The Bad Batch. And considering The Bad Batch come out on May the 4th, and that's when I would put money on LEGO Star Wars releasing on May the 4th as well.
Yeah.
I think that is probably the most likely, considering May is literally the last month in which their promise is needs to be fulfilled, and it's May the 4th.
I can't remember, I'm probably remembering this wrong, but did they do Star Wars Celebration on May the 4th?
No.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars Celebration, I think, is once every 2 or 3 years. I think it's 2. And it's in, like, June, I think.
Oh.
It's weird. They should... I know what you mean, that you would expect it to be on May the 4th. It might be on May the 4th. Can't remember. I feel like it's in June, though. Don't know. All I know is that it needs to come to London or somewhere close so that we can watch it. Go to it.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in terms of LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. This is it's been a very random one, mostly because
that's our trademark.
We didn't really have a specific question or something. We just our thoughts on LEGO Star Wars.
You watch for the discussion. We take it off track.
Yeah, I mean you should expect that by now. If we start a podcast talking about
one thing,
literally anything, we'll end up talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, we need to get that on t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's just a running meme in itself.
Thank you guys so much for watching / listening. Outros are never my thing. Comment your thoughts on Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and comment your thoughts on Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. If you played Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, let us know.
Yeah.
Because that game is legendary, and if you haven't, you should play it.
Yeah.
Like,
just any console
now.
that will run it, or any device, just find something that's compatible and play it.
Apart from the DS. But thank you guys so much for watching / listening. Leave your thoughts. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.